Hello, I'm Elena, and in today's video I will be reacting to negative reviews of my favorite books. The first book is Tomorrow, about two friends who create a video game company. This is a book about platonic love and friendship with this video game setting that is so fun and engaging to read about, because I'm not a huge video game fan, but I really enjoyed reading about it. I will be reading 1-star reviews. Okay, this is huge. I sincerely wish I had not given in the hype around this book. I don't know why. This is amazing. This book is by a genocide. Oh my god. Okay, this book is by a genocide supporter. Don't support the Zionist, and Goodreads clearly doesn't care, since they're removing comments like this by telling the truth, which is pathetic. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. This aged like milk. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what to say. I think I will keep these parts. But, well, I really like the book. But if you want to read it, don't buy it. Use other means to read it. But I don't have anything to say. Let's go forward to the next one. Oh my god. The next book is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. This book is about a group of friends who are really close, and they study in this kind of only arts and humanities college, and they are studying theatre, but more specific Shakespeare theatre. They only do Shakespeare plays, and they witness a murder within the group. We know from the beginning that a murder happened, but it only happens like in the middle of the book, and then you have to watch all the characters go crazy because of what happened. I think the premise is very close to The Secret History, but I read this first, so I think that kind of influenced my opinion, because I think I like this more than The Secret History. But I don't know, maybe if I have read The Secret History first, I would have liked The Secret History better. And I'm going to read the negative reviews, the 1-star reviews on Goodreads, but I know, like, I can tell there are a lot. I can tell why people don't like this, but I really enjoyed. I really had a good time, and this book made me realize how much passion I have for literature, for theater, for arts, for languages. Yeah, and the timing that I read this book was really the right time, because I was starting high school when I first started this book, and I am in languages and humanities course, and this was so right, because I was still a bit fearful of my choice, and this book reassured me that I love these things and this is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to break my silence and speak my truth. This is A Secret History for dummies. For dummies with annoying theatre majors, and you can't convince me otherwise. Again, if I had read The Secret History first, maybe I'd like that more. This is a great book for straight women with internalized misogyny and a fetish for gay men. Oh my god. It can only be a slight fetish, though, since most of the story is made up of a lifeless romance between an equally lifeless man and a woman with no personality aside from being attractive. Oh yeah, that's kind of true. Oh yeah. This video is making me realize that maybe oh my god. This video is making me realize that maybe my literature taste is kind of trash. Yeah, because that was a thing that I noticed, that one of the female characters, her only personality trait was being attractive and being hot and being sexy. When normal human being starts quoting Shakespeare verbatim in the middle of a sentence. But that's the part of the ambience. Like, they are so viciously into Shakespeare that it has become their own language. They speak through Shakespeare because they are so into it, and that's why they are such a group that's apart from the others, because they have their own language and their own way of expressing themselves, and that's why the group ripped apart, and that's why they don't have the same connection as they have with each other with other people, because they were able to express themselves other ways that no other people that were a part of the group would be able to understand. If I see this book in another read this, if you like The Secret History, I will put a gun to my head. Oh my goodness. I think I am too dumb to be able to appreciate this book. I didn't say that. You did. Whoa, I seriously hated this. The last page was not bad. That's as positive as I can get without vomiting. Oh my god. I honestly don't remember the last page, so even worse than I expected. A foolish imitation of The Secret History. DNFing at 70%. This is boring and definitely not my cup of tea. Oh, this sucks so bad I can't finish it. I was rolling my eyes every time the Shakespeare quote would appear, so you can guess my eyes were in poor state right now because of the excessive eye rolling. I really want to get into Shakespeare, and The Secret History was kind of one of the triggers to make me want that, even though I read it, oh my god, I read it 2 years ago now. Yeah, it was like November 2022. Oh damn, time flies. But I haven't started yet. And if you like Shakespeare, or if you are really into Shakespeare, I think reading this book will even be more pleasant to you. I think we can move on to the next one. The Last Night at the Telegraph Club is a book about a Sino-American teenage girl who lives in San Francisco during the 50s, and she is discovering things about herself, and she makes this friend who she shouldn't be hanging out with because she's allegedly a lesbian, which was illegal in the States during the 50s. And since this is a book about a Chinese girl in the States in the 50s, we also get how the Chinese American people were constantly investigated by the FBI and the American police because of communism. This book was really important to me, and I recommend it to every queer person, mostly if you are a lesbian, because while reading this, I felt connected to the main character in a way that only a lesbian person can understand other lesbian person, really. And this is so weird because myself, is a person in the 21st century in 2023. I think I read this book last year. Feeling connected, and I'm Portuguese. I was feeling connected to this Sino-American girl who was living in the States during the 50s. So like 70 years ago, in another continent, another ethnicity, but we still had the same issues, which is kind of crazy, which sometimes made me feel really sad for some things. I related to, oh my god, I can't even speak. Sometimes the things in which we were related made me really sad, because in 70 years we haven't evolved that much, we haven't evolved that much. And in some ways I saw that evolution. So yeah, okay, in this part we evolved. I mean, our existence is not a crime anymore in most of the countries. Oh god, why couldn't I get through this book? DNF'd at 9%. Be so for real. Like, this book is what? 350 pages, 440 maximum. Like, yeah, 409 pages. You couldn't read 40 pages, 41. Oh my god, no, you lost it. You lost a great piece of literature. I'm so sorry, y'all. I love sapphic books. I really do. I guess I just couldn't get myself through this one. One day I'll read this. But for now it's so long and farewell. I hope you do, and I hope you realize this is amazing. I hope the time you read this is the right timing. I'm honestly surprised I didn't DNF this. There was no plot. Okay, this might be true, but if you love books with no plot, just vibes, with historic and LGBT romance, you'll love this. So many useless scenes, and the ending didn't wrap up anything. Honestly, I don't remember the ending. Oops. This book is a standalone, however, the ending left me feeling like nothing was wrapped up. If I felt that way, I think I would remember it, but I don't. Even though I don't remember the ending, I didn't felt that way, because if I did, I would remember. So unfortunate, because I really liked the premise. Almost 40 pages and 400 pages, and it was so slow and such a snooze at times. The last 30-40 pages were probably the best. Yeah, it is really a slow book. I read it during summer break, because if probably I read it during a school time, I would take much longer to read it. DNF that 35% the characters are a bore and there is no plot. They are so dear to me. Calling them bore is like hurting myself. It's a pretty cute story, and I love the cultural aspect. Exactly. This book is so rich in culture, in the Chinese culture aspect. I love the cultural aspect of Lily's life, but I didn't get captivated by the story as much as I thought I would, and I couldn't even finish it. It's too bad, and I'll probably try to read it again later, but I expected something else. Then you didn't like the book because of your expectations. It's your fault, not the book's fault. And I don't think that's much talked about a theme in Book Talk, but the timing in which you read the book, it's so important. Sometimes it's even more important than the book itself, because again, bad timing mixed with wrong expectations might lead you to disliking a fantastic book. The only thing I loved about this book was the cover. Yes, the cover is really beautiful. I've lived in San Francisco before as a kid for a few years, and that's one city I didn't want to read about. Then again, that's your fault. Again, after 28%, I wanted to love this book, but it was painfully boring. The last book is a book that I can already know, but the critiques are, and they are all like, the end of this book, so boring, nothing happened. But you, my friend, you missed the gold. Like in, what, 70%? This book starts to blow your mind. You don't know what this is going, but you know it's good. I can help it. I need a plot or something I can hold on to. Yeah, this book has no plot, basically. It's just a man wandering. Grenade? I think that's how you say it. It's about this guy who is wandering around this huge house with huge marble statues, and that's it. He's just like documenting all the statues in these massive rooms and just the animals he sees around there, and that's basically it. But it has one of the best plot twists I've ever read in a book, because it's just, you don't see it coming ever. Weird and unforgivably boring. It's like reading my ATM recipe in Esperanto. I feel personally attacked. Reading this book felt exactly like it's like listening to someone tell you in excruciating detail all about a crazy dream they had last night, poorly structured, grasping at meaning unsuccessfully, and just so uninteresting. Okay, it is really detailed in some parts that can be, you can view them as unimportant, and it all builds up to the plot twists. That is precisely the kind of book that I don't enjoy, and yet I read it because everybody's telling me just how much I'm gonna love it, and then I don't. You know what? I know what I like, and that's not it. It's your fault for reading it. Nonetheless, you knew that you wouldn't like it. I think we'll wrap it up here. Thank you for watching, and this is really fun. I really enjoyed it. I had a good laugh seeing what bad things people have to say at my favorite books. I hope you have enjoyed as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All my social media will be in the description box. Bye.